Hey guys, I can see we got RNG Johnny on at the moment. Anyone else on? Or people just finishing the match, the Liverpool match, the 4-3 thriller? So first, RNG Johnny. We're just going to wait for a few more people to come on, and I've got my good friend Baggy on here with me.
All right, lads.
Yeah. So we're both kind of similar sized channels at the moment, both growing together. And hey, Brendan, how you doing, mate? Good? Can you see who's on as well, Baggy?
No, I can't see the chat. I can't.
Oh, right, okay. I'm not sure.
I've clicked on it and it says, hold on a second, comments. Yeah, okay, I can see the comments.
You can see it. Okay, yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, Brendan, I just said we're going to wait for a few more people to come on. I know it's Saturday night and loads of people have got stuff on. Oh, not so much now because of the lockdown, so no one's planning to go out to any parties tonight or anything. So, unless it's an illegal rave or something.
Avoid those, lads.
Destroyer iOS. Hi. Welcome to the stream. Mendy, a good signing. Yes, I believe. Yeah. Godfrey from Zambia. Hearing us nice and loud and clear. That's great, Godfrey. Nice to have you on board. Ali Lowick. Hello.
Hello, Ali. Oh, one of my subscribers, Ali.
One of your subs. Okay. Yeah. Affluent J. Green Turf. Green Turf, he's maybe coming on a bit later. He had some business to do, so he said he's going to try and get on a bit later. So hoping to have him on soon. So anyone who hasn't subscribed to Baggy TV, give him a sub as well. Another good channel. Blues Backyard. Hey, how you doing, mate? You good? Mendy's been spotted in London. Have you heard of that one?
I heard he's on his way. I'm not sure if he's here though, but I heard he's on his way.
Yeah, because I know that he wasn't included in the matchday squad for their match, and so he's. But I'm hearing that he's actually signed already, so it's just similar to the Havertz one. I'm not sure how true that is. So.
Yeah, I mean, what I've heard is the agreement has been reached in regards to Ren and Chelsea. Agreement has been reached with Mendy himself on a 5-year contract.
Yeah,
and from what I understand, he's either in London or he will be in London to do his medical either today or tomorrow.
Yeah, but we'll have to wait. So he won't be included in Bright for Brighton. It was too.
No, I don't think so. No. Yeah, it's too early.
Yeah. But as I said before, this gives Kepa a chance to show his worth if he's got any worth. So we'll see. Let's see how he handles the pressure. Maybe if with a bit of pressure, he may perform a bit better. We don't know. So
to be honest, Max, I have a feeling we're going to be going down a 2 goalkeeper system where we'll have one for the league and one for the tournaments. And I think we'll probably see Mendy for the league and maybe Champions League group stages, and the other tournaments will be Kepa to give him a chance to do what he, to show what he can do. So,
that's what Real Madrid done one season, wasn't it? They had.
I believe so.
Yeah. So what else we got on? We got Locker Costa, welcome. Nicola Tuish. Should we get Declan Rice? Maybe. Mackay, Ballerz and Baggy together. Yes, Mackay.
Yes, Mackay and Loco.
Yeah. And Andy James, welcome. Klopp talks about spending loads of money. Yeah, we'll get. Okay, we've got the other part of Burton Ballerz. He's just going to join in a minute. He's just getting ready. Andy James, Blues Backyard. Affluent J. Good to see smaller vloggers doing collabs. Yeah,
definitely.
Destroyer iOS just subbed. Cool. And Leeds getting closer to Leeds, that was a great match. What do you think of the game, guys, while we're getting more people on? Yeah, Jason, we agree. Myself and Baggy, when we were just off air, we were talking about that match, and we were saying that Leeds deserved a point, definitely. and they gave Liverpool lots of problems. To score 3 goals at Anfield, first time back in the Premier League, that's a great performance. And Liverpool once again escape with penalties. So yeah, let's see who gets the go on.
Yeah, no, just gonna give a plug. I mean, I grew up in Leeds, so I'm originally a Leeds lad, but I moved to London in my teenage years. So I wasn't actually too far away from Ellen Road when I was a kid. My school was just literally walking distance from Ellen Road. So, unofficially, I'm happy that Leeds are in the league. I know Chelsea and Leeds were not really too friendly, but I have a little bit of a bias towards Leeds anyway. So I thought I'd put that out there for you guys too.
So let me ask you a question then. So you said you grew up in Leeds. Why Chelsea?
When I was in Leeds, I wasn't really too keen on the fans of Leeds United. There was a bit of a racial undertone to a lot of the fans. And when I moved to London, London's a more diverse city, and Wood Hullett, when he started playing for Chelsea, and when he started managing Chelsea, it kind of attracted me, and started following Chelsea from that day, really. Wood Hullett had a lot to do with me becoming a Chelsea fan. Just the way it is.
I was at the Cup final, 1997, when we won our first Cup, FA Cup final. I was at that game.
To be honest,
we won. We beat Sheffield Middlesbrough 2-0.
To be honest, Chelsea of those days is not similar to Chelsea of today. Today, it's more financially oriented. It's back in the day when Wood Hullett was manager. I don't remember the term "sexy football." The way that Chelsea used to play with Di Matteo, Violi, Zola later on. We were never the best team in the league, but we were always an attractive team to watch. And the way we're developing now, the way that we are now, there's a lot more accountability on us. There's a lot more expectations from us to to deliver. While back in those days, we were delivering, but we weren't expected to. And when we did it, everyone was happy. Well, now when we don't do it, everyone is kind of angry. So
I know.
It's a little bit different.
Yeah. So that's why I am, I'm one of these supporters who are a lot more philosophical, because I've seen us, winning and losing and being in different teams. So I didn't grow up expecting us to win every single game, So a lot of the newer supporters, because we've had success after success, it's like if we don't get success for one season, then it's a bad season.
It's a disaster, I mean,
1 minute, I just want to speak to Zane. Zane, you need headphones.
Go ahead.
Headphones, son. He has to get his headphones. Yeah, off you go. Yeah, go on.
Is Zane jumping in? Where is Zane? Let's see Zane.
No, he's coming in a minute. So carry on talking. Yeah.
No, I was just gonna say, in regards to expectations, and we're all talking about this season, how we're expecting to finish in X position, Y position, and achieve X trophy, Y trophy. While as in the past, we give it, everything that we had for every tournament we're in, and we tried to win pretty much everything, and we had no expectations of winning anything. But when we did win, it meant so much. While now, if we don't win, it's more of us being irate and angry that we don't achieve it, and that's a little bit of a disappointment for me. I just wish that we could give it our all and do our best, and it is what it is at the end.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, agree. Yeah, I'm going to give a couple more shout outs to more people. Byro Mods, hi mate, welcome to the stream. We got Gabriel Vincent. Please play Kai Havertz on Monday. Yeah, I think he will start. He's had a week now and most people are on international break. The fact that he didn't go back to Germany after his medical, for me, that shows a lot of dedication, that he's ready, he's for the fight. Just like Werner, because Werner sacrificed the Champions League. So that's what I like to see with these new guys coming in, is the fact that they're just so enthusiastic and so keen to play for Chelsea that they're kind of giving up quite a lot just to hit the ground running and get ready for the season ahead.
Yeah, I mean, they were all saying how much they aspire to play with for Lampard, and show what they can do, and achieve great things with Lampard, because he's one of their idols, role models, and I'm quite happy to hear that from a lot of these new signings. Yo, Zane,
Yeah.
how's it going, mate? I
I
can
don't
just
know
barely
where he's
see you,
going.
man.
He's gone on a little walk, was he?
No, I can see him, but
Yeah, I know, but he's
it's
gone off
gone.
on a
It's
little
gone.
walk. I think
It's
he's
gone.
gone off into a different room, maybe. Zane, can you hear us? Say something. Can we hear you? Are you talking? Hello? Zane? All right, we'll come back to him. I'm not sure what's happened.
Yeah, it's a bit of a lag.
Yeah, it's a bit of a lag there. So we got who else we got on? Mikhail said Leeds can hold their head up high. Yeah, great
Agreed.
performance. Yeah.
Agreed, McCall, yeah.
Yeah.
They should have got at least a point in that game, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, good performance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. See, my prediction of being the surprise package for next season may come true. So, yeah.
To be honest, I'm looking at Jason Play's comment. Liverpool in decline. I agree with that. I think Liverpool need to step up. They're not going to win the title or get a good position unless they actually have the motivation and step up to the plate.
Yeah.
They're not going to do it automatically.
Yeah, because you know what? It's always hard. Back-to-backs are the hardest thing to get, because it takes winning a league. It takes so much out of you in that season, physically and emotionally as well. So to step up again the next season, that's why you had the Jose Mourinho side who won the back-to-backs were good. The Manchester United side who won 3 in a row. Those teams cannot be underestimated, because it's hard to get yourself going again for another season. And I think because this season, because it's come so close as well, because it's finished because of COVID, and it only started 3-4 weeks later, they're still probably in celebration mood as well. So it's going to be hard for them to, So that's why I'm glad that we're playing them actually at the beginning of the season, and I think this could put a marker on it, because if we win that game, what it does, A, it gives us the confidence that we can beat the best of them, and B, it knocks them a bit, because last year, because they had that 10-game winning streak, the confidence built. The more games they went unbeaten, the more confident they became. And I think that if they lose early, then it's going to give other teams a bit of hope as well. So I reckon that game, the second game we got next week, is going to be really important.
To be honest, I think one of the key elements in maintaining the title is to continue rebuilding it, to continue enforcing the team, and they haven't done that in this transfer window. And I think that is going to be their downfall. It's a big weakness for them, the fact that they haven't introduced any real signings. And I know Klopp is a little bit frustrated in regards to targets that they wanted to attain, and they haven't been able to do so. But this is where good business sense comes in, and Chelsea has that. We're always able to attract players, and we're always able to afford players because of our good business model, I reckon.
Yeah.
And that's where Liverpool are lacking.
Yeah, and that's the thing, because that's what Ferguson always used to say, and that's what the Liverpool teams of old always used to go out and get one player, and what it does, it keeps the other players on their toes, and it keeps the squad fresh. That's why I was lucky enough to be in an audience with Rio Ferdinand one day, because of the company I work with, and what he was saying is, after they had won the treble, and Alex Ferguson came in, tapping them all on their shoulders afterwards, his first question to him is, who are we buying next year? So he wasn't resting on his laurels. He was saying, who we're getting, who we're going to get to make us stronger. This is a team who just won the treble, and he's thinking about who they're going to get to improve that team. And that's the mentality that you need to have, because if you think, Liverpool didn't buy anyone last season, did they? They didn't, apart from, they bought a couple of fringe players, didn't they? They bought that... What's the German?
It's a left back.
They bought the left back, the Greek left back, and then they bought in, what's that guy? Milian, the guy, the winger. No, who's that winger they bought in from Minamino? That's him. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah,
Okay.
Minamino. There. So they bought him in January, and obviously they've bought in the left back from the Greek left back. So that's not; those are more squad
Squad
players, not someone who's
rotations.
going to
Yeah.
make their first 11 a lot stronger. Because had they got Werner, then
And Thiago
yeah,
Alcantara. Yeah.
yeah. Had they got some of those players, then yeah. I'm not sure what's wrong with Zayn. He's having some difficulties in getting in. So
Technical issues.
technical issues. He's come out again. I've just put him in, and he's come out again. I'm just going to tell him to get another mic. Go into my room in my top drawer, get another mic. I think he's having issues with his mic, so hopefully going to get him a different mic, sort him out.
Okay.
So who else? We've got Truthful Boss Leeds top 10 prediction. Yeah, I think so. That's what I said yesterday. I think they'll be top. Timo Werner hit the ground running with a hat trick tomorrow. I mean on Monday. Maybe he scored. He scored in the friendly, didn't he? And he looked good in
Yeah,
that
he did.
friendly, and that was with better players.
To be honest, I'm quite keen to see how he's going to link up with Kai Havertz. So
yeah, that'll be a good link up.
Yeah, that would be a good link up.
Yeah. Hi Chelsea. And thoughts on Arsenal? Oh, Willian Willian was man of the match today, wasn't he? He had the 2 assists.
Yeah, Willian. You know what? Arsenal always kind of overhype anything that happens on that pitch, and Willian didn't really do nothing special. It's just white place, white time kind of scenario, and it's just been overhyped by the Arsenal fans as usual.
Yeah. So someone said Fulham just 3-0 flattered Arsenal. They said Fulham played quite well. So yeah.
It depends what your standard is. I don't really think they played all that great, to be honest. Me personally, but to be honest, I didn't enjoy that game, and maybe because of a bias that I have, but it wasn't really an enjoyable game to watch.
And this is where I think for the smaller clubs, especially the newly promoted ones, it's a pity that they're playing in front of empty stadiums, because can you imagine a packed Craven Cottage first game after promotion, and the crowd would have been out for it, and they'll act as a 12th man. So I think the bigger clubs have got that advantage now, because they have, some of the smaller clubs, they haven't got that crowd to sort of push them on and drive them on.
To be honest, I think the crowd play a big role in every level of football, and having the crowds back, and I think there's talks about them coming back late October to smaller crowds into some stadiums. I'll be quite interested to see that happen. I mean, we had it in the Brighton game in the friendly, and it did give it that little bit more of of an edge, with the players, having people to celebrate too once they scored, or when something bad happens. And you have to understand something else, Max. The crowds play a big role when it comes to refereeing decisions.
Definitely.
The pressure they put on, and I think we're missing that. We're missing that a lot in the latter part of last season, and I think we're going to see that in the beginning of this season as well.
Yeah, although it didn't do Manchester United any harm, did it? They're getting penalties left, right, and centre.
Man United, they're a different breed, man.
Yeah. But so it's quite good that Jason Plays is mentioning Pulisic, Havertz, and Werner, and we've got Chelsea who said, I think we'll play 4-3-3, 2 number 8s. Because that brings us on to the first sort of major talking point that we're going to talk about, Baggy. We're going to say what we're going to do. Both of us, we're going to select our team for the Brighton game, and bearing in mind we've got a few injuries. Chilwell's not going to play. Sure. Lampard's already said Thiago Silva is going to be out, and Ziyech isn't going to be fit enough.
Ziyech is not playing.
Kovacic
should also be out.
Kovacic is suspended. I don't. And for me, that's such a ridiculous. That's just a ridiculous situation, but. That you can't rescind the yellow card, because that wasn't even a sending off. That's the annoying thing. It wasn't a sending off.
Yeah, I remember that. You go first. You give me your formation, your starting 11 for the Brighton.
Yeah, so for my starting 11, with the personnel that we've got, I'll have Kepa obviously has to play in goal. I'll start. I know Reece James, I think they said he can be fit, but I'll start with Azpilicueta, because I think he's come back to fit. I think we just need a bit of captaincy, some leadership out there. And
what formation, Max?
I'm going to go 4-3-3, I think.
Okay.
I'll go against Brighton. So, and I'm going to have Zuma and Rudiger will be my defensive pairing with. Unfortunately, it's got to be Alonso because I think what's his name's going to be out the door soon anyway. Emerson, his mind is away from Chelsea, and I'll start with 2 number 8s because Brighton I think is going to try and play defensive, hit us on the break.
Agreed.
So I'll play Kante as my defensive midfielder, and the 2 number 8s I'll have is Mason Mount and Havertz. Don't you think Mason Mount, he's put on a bit of bulk, hasn't he? Do you see him in the England game? I'm not sure if you watched that game. He's quite a bit stronger, I think. Yeah, so he's been hitting the weights.
He looks a bit bigger. He looks a bit bigger. I'm not sure if it's a camera angle or if he actually is getting bigger. But
yeah, it could have been.
He's still young, so he's still developing. I mean, his body's still growing.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to going outwards. He does look bigger. He does look bigger.
Yeah, and then the up front, I'll play. I'll stick Werner on the left, and then I'll have Giroud up front.
Okay.
And then I'll have Hudson-Odoi on the right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's with the personnel, because I think Werner likes to play off a big man sometimes. He can play on the left coming in, and it's just because of the personnel that we've got at the moment. And I wouldn't start with Pulisic because I know Pulisic, he's being deemed fit, but because he's just come back from a hamstring injury, I don't think I'd risk him for this match. I'll have him on the bench, so I had to put him on if the game needs changing, but I wouldn't start him now because I think Hudson-Odoi is kind of ahead of him in his fitness.
Okay.
So what's yours? What are you going with?
Well, to be honest, Max, we're very close in regards to our choice. I'm with you all the way up until the front line. In midfield, I would have had Havertz on the right and Mount on the left with the Kante just behind them.
Yeah.
In regards to the front three, I would have had Hudson-Odoi on the right, Werner on the left again, but I would have gone with Tammy Abraham as my striker rather than Giroud, just to give him that little bit of confidence, because I think Tammy Abraham needs to be reassured to a certain degree. So I would have given him the nod ahead of Giroud. But in regards to the system, me and you agree on the system, mate. So it's pretty much the same type of system,
Yeah, because I feel that this season against the deep line teams, the 2 number 8s. But when we're playing against the other teams who like to come at you, like the Man Cities and Liverpools, I'll go with the two holders. Yeah, so Kovacic with Kante, and go with more 2-3-1.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so is it Mikhail is saying 4-2-3-1 lineup predictions for Monday as well. Oh, okay, interesting. If we had a 4-2-3-1 prediction, what would it be? So if it's a 4-2-3-1 lineup, I'll go with the same back four. It has to be Jorginho because he's the only one available because Kovacic is out, so it would have to be Jorginho sitting with Kante. And my 3 would it'll be I'll have Werner on the left, Havertz in the number 10, and Hudson-Odoi on the right, and then I'll have up front. I'll stick with Giroud. I know you'll probably stick with Abraham.
Abraham, yeah.
Yeah, was that the similar thing?
Same thing,
same lineup. Okay, exactly. Because it's by default. Because obviously, Billy Gilmore. But Billy Gilmore, I heard he's maybe coming back pretty soon, sooner than expected.
Billy Gilmore, I think Lampard said he'll be out for a couple of months still.
Oh, really?
Okay. He won't be back until about Christmas time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite serious.
Is Zane on now? Zane, you on? Can you hear us? You're on mute there. You have to come off mute. Unmute your mic.
Can you hear us now?
Yes. Yeah.
Yo, Zane.
Zane. So, Zane, what we were doing, can you move your camera? What we were doing, we named our side for Brighton. And obviously, we this is, bearing in mind, we've got a lot of injured players. So, what's your Brighton team for Monday?
In goal, I have Kepa. For for right back, I'll put Aspilicueta. Centre backs, I'll put Zeman Rodriguez. Left back, I'll put Alonso. In midfield, I'm gonna put Havertz, Kante, and Jorginho. I'm gonna attack, I'll put Werner. Is Pulisic back from injury?
Yes, he's back now.
So Werner, Pulisic, and Hudson-Odoi.
Okay, interesting. So you're going to have him in the conventional number 9 then, Werner. Both myself and Baggy had him on the left for this match. Malang Sarr looks good in training. Looking big. Oh, is he? What's happening with Malang Sarr? Because I heard that he's meant to be going out on loan, though I'm not sure whether he is. Bayer Leverkusen apparently were interested in taking him on loan. So, but if he's impressing in training, maybe they may think that they want to keep him at the club. You never know. And what I like about Malang Sarr, he's a left-footed centre back, which we haven't got at the moment. But so I don't think he'll stay because we're sort of heavily stacked up with centre backs at the moment. So we need to trim down on that one. So Tomori was meant to be going on loan. The Everton deal was a bit premature, actually. That's gone a bit cold, they said. So I don't know what's happening there. And Frank Lampard in his press conference said that he's in contention against Brighton. So don't know.
He did,
yeah.
To be honest, I think we have a lot of defenders, and we're playing a 4-back system. So we have two centre backs and wing backs, and with that kind of setup, having that many defenders is not going to be really practical. I think if we were to change our formation to playing 5 or 3 back system, then keeping Malang Sarr, keeping Tomori on board might be feasible. But the way we're playing right now, I think having them out alone, giving them a chance to develop, might be a better option.
I think so as well. Yeah. Gabriel Vincent's, please, is Mendy done deal? I want to know. Yeah, it's a done deal. Yeah, so just like what we had with Havertz, because obviously myself, Baggy, Green Turf, a lot of us actually said to you guys it was a done deal. Some people were rubbishing. I was called a liar actually by somebody, but what we do, us obviously, I wouldn't say that we're all in the nose, but what we do our homework. We all 3 do our homework, and we know which people to follow, which people give you the good source of truth, and we kind of verify it from a number of sources before. That's why when we say, guys, some things is a done deal, we've done our homework, and we don't want to look silly. So I don't think. I watch a lot of Baggy, and I watch a lot of Green Surf, and obviously, and whenever we've said it's a done deal, I think the last 4 or 5 transfers this season, we said it's done, and all of them have been done deals. Okay, and this one, the Mendy one, it's a done deal. Yeah, he agreed on a 5-year he agreed on a 5-year contract ages ago. Now we've agreed a fee with his club, so it's just a case of him to come over, do his medicals, and I'll say an official announcement sometime early next week. Wouldn't you agree, Baggy, on that one?
Yeah, I agree. Max, there's something a lot of the subscribers need to understand. When we read articles or we follow transfer news, we're using the same sources that they're using. It's just that we have a better understanding in regards to the actual journalists themselves and who are reporting these stories. So you might read a story in a particular newspaper that is normally reliable, but the journalist themselves is not reliable. And we'll take that story with a pinch of salt rather than just taking it on board because it's a national newspaper. And we follow news from the horse's mouth, if I can put it that way, by following the journalists on social media, on Twitter, etc. So we have a better base to analyze the information that we have and give it to our subscribers. So we try to be as accurate as possible, but we're never going to get everything right. But we're always trying to give the viewer the best information and the best source of information. So yeah, that's how I see it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so even sometimes we may, a lot of times we'll report on stories, but then we'll give our opinion on that story. And there's, I think there was once I did a video and where I did the headline, but then I rubbished the story. So somebody just looked at the headline, didn't watch the full video, and said, you know, they accused me of being inaccurate or whatever. But I said, if you watch the full video, you'll see that I've nonsense the report. So I'm just saying this is reported by maybe the Sun or someone like that. You know, some of those rubbish papers always just report nonsense. And then I just give my opinion. I say, look, guys, don't take any notice of this. This is coming from an unreliable source. So forget it, because there was all sorts of stories coming out with the Havertz one and lots of misconceptions and things like that. So I was just trying to reassure the fan base about the stories and just told everyone to relax, because some people thought, is it going to fall through or fall through? No, we had agreed that deal ages ago. That deal was agreed about a good 5 weeks ago, but we're just sorting out the finer details. I
had stories like that as well when so go on. I was just going to say, I've had a lot of stories like that where. I was just going to say, you know, I've had a lot of stories like that where I would use headlines and use, you know, points that are currently, you know, making their rounds on social media as my thumbnail and as my title, and then I would go into the video and, you know, debunk it. But people would comment before even watch the video. They'd read that title, comment, and then watch the video. So it's just
that's what I'm saying. So guys, everyone who's on, just watch what we've got to say on the video. You know, don't look at the headline. Just look at what we've got to say as well. So to give you a better understanding of, you know, what's going on. So we've got let's just say a few more shout outs. Mohammed Dam, Abs Ascents, Gordon,
how's it going?
He's one of your. He's saying hi, Mo. Yeah, one of yours. Deep State Misinformation up the Chelsea. Yeah. Daniel Wilkinson, shout out to you. And John Franco. Yeah, Chelsea could win it this season if we get a good start. Yeah, as both myself and Bagger were putting us for second, but as I said, if we can hit the ground running, if all the players can get off to a good start, gel quickly, that's the thing, because you got to remember, we've got 7 new players, so it's going to take time for them to gel. But if the chemistry is there from the start, then who knows? The sky's the limit. I'm not writing us off this season.
Yeah, I agree, especially after seeing Liverpool's performance today. You know, there is a chance that Liverpool could mess up quite badly this season. You know, we'll have to see. You know, what Man United and Man City have to say in regards to their performances. I think for us, we can't control other teams, but we can control our team. We can control our way of playing, and I think we have it in us to, you know, put a good challenge this season. Whether we win or not, it's not really important for me. It's, you know, showing the desire and the will to do it is more important than actually doing it, at least this season.
Yeah, exactly. Not sure. Zane's coming in and out. So Baggy, who do you say is our most important signing? Shall I go first on that one? I think our most important signings. I think we got a lot of big signings, but for me, the most important one out of the lot, I think, is going to be Thiago Silva, mate. Because the reason is because you're looking at me doubting me, but the reason I'm saying Thiago Silva is because, okay, his age, I know he's a bit older, but what he can give our backline for experience, and he's a professional, so it's the way he conducts himself and the way that he's gonna get that backline sorted out, you know, and he's got leadership qualities. We've lacked leaders, and that's the thing with us. When all last season, I didn't see any strong leaders. And Frank Lampard spoke about it, that we haven't got the leaders in the side. He is a leader. He's a born leader. Wherever he's gone, captain of Brazil, captain of PSG, captain of AC Milan. So I think even if we only got him for a season or two, what he does on and off the pitch is going to be vital to the way how we carry on for the next few seasons. So for me, although he came on a free, for me, he's the most important signing. So who do you think? 'Cause I know you're looking at me like, ooh.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree that he'll be a very important signing, and I also know that Frank Lampard wants to give him a bigger role in regards to coaching some of the younger lads, in regards to defense on and off the pitch. So yeah, I can see where you're coming from on that. But personally, I think, I mean, and there's a little bit of a bias here as well, but I think Hakim Ziyech is going to be a very, very important player for us this season, purely for the chances that he's going to create. I mean, he's not called the Wizard for no reason. He's going to unlock a lot of the defenses that we had a lot of issues with last season. And I reckon that having him fit and you know, and on that pitch, it's going to have a bigger impact, and we're going to see the difference on the pitch with Hakim Ziyech playing there.
Do you think he's going to hit the ground running straight away? Because it's interesting, because I'm not sure if you are subscribed to the podcast by Alex Goldberg, the Byline. But I was listening to one of the podcasts the other day, and he had a few journalists on there, and what he said about Ziyech, obviously we all know his qualities and everything else, but the transition between the Eredivisie and the Premier League, you know, is gonna he thinks it's going to take him a little bit of time just to get used to the pace of the game, because obviously you look at what's at in the Dutch league, it's not as high intensity as it is the Premier League, and he feels that he may take a little bit of time to adjust to the Premier League. I
mean, I can see a point of view in regards to that, but if we look at the players in the past who have come from Eredivisie and come to the Premier League, and we look at their performances and their careers, a lot of them have had, you know, great careers at the Premier League straight from the Eredivisie. Me personally, I don't see it to be a problem. I mean, the only problem that I will say that he has, and he alluded to it in his interview as well, is the physicality of the Premier League. That is one thing that I think it will take him a little bit of time to adjust to. In regards to the pace, no. In regards to the skill set, no. But the physicality aspect, yeah, I reckon it will take him a little bit of time. And I think he has it in him to address that. But that's the only thing that I'm a little bit concerned about.
Yeah, because if you look at his two performances against us, they were really standout performances, weren't they, when we played them?
Yeah.
And probably not so much the one, especially the one at the Bridge, where he was outstanding with his delivery.
Yeah.
Even when we played them in the away game, he was always a threat. Although we beat them 1-0, he was always a constant threat down that right hand side. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the difference is when he was playing for Ajax, he's playing with the team that is playing in the same system, in the same style that he's used to. Now he needs to address that differently, because he's now in a different type of system, a different type of style. So he needs to learn this system, and the players at Chelsea need to learn what Hakim Ziyech is about, and they can accommodate him, and he can accommodate them. So it's going to take a little bit of an adjustment time.
Yeah.
You know, we were talking about that, the gelling bit, the chemistry. So it takes a little bit of time.
But one good thing is that if whoever we play on the left-hand side, whether it be Pulisic or Werner, they like to make those runs in from the left to that far post, and Ziyech likes to put those crosses in so they can come in and get those ones. Because we saw it last season when I think it was Ross Barkley against Aston Villa. Ross Barkley played that ball into Pulisic, who came in from the left to score when we were. Was that the winner or the equaliser against Aston Villa? I can't. Don't know if you remember that one, but yeah. So,
there was something that was quite interesting in the Brighton game, the friendly. The three at the top, they were all playing in harmony. You had Loftus-Cheek, who was just behind them. He kept on getting in their way because he wasn't on the same wavelength as them. Now, I think in a 4-2-3-1 formation, with Havertz being just behind Warner, I think Havertz, Pulisic, and Ziyech will be able to change their positions. So you can see Havertz going on to the left, and then Pulisic coming in, and vice versa with Ziyech on the right. So I think we're going to see a lot of changes in that midfield or in the attack. And it's really exciting to see Havertz, Werner, and Pulisic, because all three of them come from a similar system initially. The Bundesliga, and I'm really interested and keen to see how that is going to gel and how that is going to adapt in regards to Chelsea as a system for the whole team. I think it's going to have a big impact.
That's it. Other teams aren't going to be able to deal with it. Skill and pace. Those two things. That's what defenders don't like. Yeah. So Zane, we're talking about the most important signing. Who do you think is our most important signing out of all the signings that we've made? Are you on? I can't hear you, son. No, still can't hear you. Still having. What happened? What changed? You're on mute. Have you come off mute? No. Still having technical difficulties. Paul Zane. Next time we do a stream, I'll make sure that he's sorted out with the right technology. So he has some headphones. I don't think he can find them at the moment. So what's no, not those ones. The other ones, the similar ones to what Baggy's got. Those are more reliable, I think. So Terry, Terry. That's why I said we need another Terry. So. There's no defender like Terry. That's what David Wilkinson's saying. I think Thiago Silva can give us the only thing is he needs to learn the language a bit fast, but he's a talker. You're not going to have, with him, there's going to be no shirking. I always remember when Brazil were playing in the World Cup over in Brazil, and he got suspended, didn't he? And they fell apart. They lost 7-1 to Germany. The defence fell apart. Had he been in that side, there's no way that's a 7-1 result. You know.
Thiago Silva is a leader. Thiago Silva is a leader, and he has a lot of experience. You know, one thing that I do want to see is, and it's one of the reasons why I want to see Fikayo not go on loan, is because I think Fikayo and Zuma are the future of Chelsea's defense, and I want to see these guys play with Silva and learn from Silva. So that is crucial for me. I mean, Rudiger and Christensen, I'm not really, I don't really see them at Chelsea for a very long time, but I'm hoping. I mean, it's a bit wishful thinking, but I'm hoping.
Not sure what's happened. Baggy's just dropped off, guys. Was it you, LAPOFF? You said hello to him and he disappeared. Oh right, he's back now. He's back. I was going to add him back.
Yeah, I got disconnected there for a second.
Oh, you got disconnected. I thought it was LA Poof. He said hello to you, and then you dropped off.
It's just a connection issue.
Yeah, yeah. So, Karen, what you're saying? You're saying something about Thiago Silva before you dropped.
Yeah, I was just saying. We need that leader in the defense, and he can have a positive impact on Tomori and on Zuma, because I believe these guys could be at Chelsea for a long time, and hopefully they will learn from a player of that caliber. One thing I want to add, there's a lot of talk about Declan Rice coming to Chelsea to play in defense. Me personally, I don't see that happening as a defender. If Declan Rice does come in, personally, I think he'll be more in a defensive midfield role. And but that being said, if we do want him in a defensive role, then this would be the time to have him with Thiago Silva being at Chelsea, because I think for him to do that transition from midfield into defense on a permanent basis, he would need to have someone of Thiago Silva's caliber to coach him into that.
Yeah, totally agree, because I did a transfer daily video a couple of days ago with Tomori, and I said exactly what you're saying about him. It's better for us to keep him so that he can learn. So I think that's going to be more valuable for him than to go out on loan. A season learning under Thiago Silva, and it could, for the future going forward, that would be a big plus for him. And the talk about Everton, Everton apparently wanted him as cover. So what's the point in him going to Everton as cover if he could stay at Chelsea as cover? So the reason that you get a loan deal is that you can play games, and exactly. If he's not playing games, then there's no point in going to someone like Everton.
No, I agree. I agree.
Yeah, and if he goes somewhere, he needs to go somewhere where he's definitely gonna get some game time. Gallagher as well. He looks like he's going out, doesn't he, to West Bromwich Albion? Was the latest I heard for him.
So can you repeat that? I didn't catch the last bit.
Gallagher looks like he's going to West Brom. Yeah.
Okay. Has that been confirmed?
It's not been confirmed yet, but that's I think that he was in talks with him. His bag is dropped again. Zane, can we hear you? I can't hear you. Have you got another pair of headphones, Zane? Do you have another pair of headphones? I'm trying to. Yeah. So yeah. So LA Poof, are you hacking Baggy? Since you've come on, he's dropped twice now. So I know that Baggy TV. If you follow him, he's getting his broadband sorted out. So he's not got broadband yet. So that's probably why they're dropping. He's dropping a bit. If you guys have got any questions as well, just put it into the comments box so we can answer. And just seeing if he can come back on. So I was hoping to have Green Turf on as well, but I'm not sure whether he's gonna make it. Any questions, anyone? Yeah, I'll give him a few more minutes to see if he's going to come back on. And then we'll see. Blues Backyard, Ajax is dying, all their players are going. Yeah, I agree with that. So Van der Beek's gone now. So he's disappeared. And then we've also got Ziyech, who's come to us. Veltman, I think's disappeared as well. So yeah. Can we hear you, Zane? Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Is Baggy going to join?
Hopefully he's going to join back. So who's the most important player that we signed?
I think.
Do you think?
I think it's Thiago Silva, because our defense needs sorting out, and he'll be a good, like, he's not only a good defender, like, we do need a good defender to sort our defense out, but I feel like an organizer is twice as better than a defender. So he's a good defender, and he can organize our defense at the same time.
Right. Okay. Just a couple of things there. Malang Sarr, loan to Lions. Yeah. Is he going to be loaned to Leipzig? That's the talk. It's not been confirmed yet, but Malang Sarr may be loaned out to Leipzig as part of the Havertz deal. Yeah. Mikhail, yeah, we'll try and do this one a regular. You said we should do a regular feature. Yeah, so I'll try. And next time, Baggy said he's having Wi-Fi issues. He can't get back on. So yeah, we'll try and get this done as a regular feature. Let me just type it to him. Someone else said about poor Baggy. So hopefully he's going to get his Wi-Fi sorted out soon, and so he'll get Wi-Fi into his new property, and then we should be able to have another one soon. Live match against Brighton, possibly. Yeah, we'll probably do a live against Brighton. I'm not sure I'm going to do it the whole match though, because sometimes when I do a live, it sort of the game. I want to kind of watch the game as well, and when you're doing live, you're not really having a look at the game. But I will try and do a live for some part of the game for the match against Brighton. Yeah, so yeah, we will go live on Monday for a bit. Super Frank, he knows exactly what to do. Silver at the back, Timo in attack. Yep. So that's good. So what's it? 0-0 Newcastle West Ham at the moment. Can we turn it over? Turn it over to that game, so Elijah. It's that game. So at the moment, Newcastle West Ham are playing Newcastle. We want green turf. I want green turf as well. He did say he'll try and get on, but he was having some problems. Not problems. He had some family stuff to do, so I don't want him to get a separation from his wife. So I didn't really put a lot of pressure on him. But we'll try and arrange a time for us, Green Turf and Baggy TV, so we can have 3 of us on at a time. Opposed to live, I prefer post-match analysis by you guys. Yeah, we will. Oh, a post-match one. Yeah, we could get on, but yeah, it depends on the time differences. We can come on and do a post-match of the match. Yeah, that's a good idea, Mikhail. So we'll talk about doing that. And if the other two are up for it, then yeah, that's a goer for me. So that we can all focus on the match. Yeah, great. Love it. Lovely idea. I'll put it to him and see what happens. Right. Okay. We've been on now for nearly an hour, and because Baggy's dropped off due to his Wi-Fi, I think this is a nice time to end the stream here. So it was great, all of you who joined the stream, and it was good to look at your comments, and we've answered a few of your questions. So yeah, as Mikhail said, we will try and make this a regular feature, and we'll try and do more streams together. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and enjoy the rest of your evening. Remember to keep that blue flag flying high, and let's get ready. I'm sort of can't wait for our game. I wish it was tomorrow rather than Monday. We've got to wait all the way till Monday for our game. So hoping for a positive result in that match. So take care, guys, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.